The following video is a dub comparison. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Daima are owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Shueisha, and Akira Toriyama, while Dragon Ball Z Abridged is made by Team 4-Star. Please support both releases. Today, I'll be comparing the iconic Dragon Ball Z series to the beloved Abridged version, analyzing memorable scenes side by side to determine which series did it better. I've also brought in a friend who's seen both series and is a huge fan of Abridged, so you'll get both of our perspectives. I'll also be switching between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Z Kai wherever it seems most fitting for the comparisons. Amidst the fierce clash with Raditz, Goku intervenes to save his son Gohan, seizing Raditz to hold him in place. This daring move gives Piccolo the opening to unleash his powerful energy beam, aiming to end the battle.
Prepare yourself, Goku. It's time. Special beam cannon, fire! Mikasapa! Oh, to hell with it! Special beam cannon!
Is that what you're gonna yell out when you— Oh, God!
In the original DBZ, this scene is loaded with tension as Goku's self-sacrifice marks a major turning point. His determination to save his son and protect Earth, along with Piccolo's hesitation and Raditz's panic, creates an emotionally charged moment. The pacing and intense score amplify the stakes, making it powerful and impactful. In contrast, Abridged takes a more humorous approach as expected. Goku's sacrifice is played off with his usual cluelessness, while Piccolo's long, exaggerated attack add a comedic twist. While the parody doesn't carry the emotional weight of the original, it brilliantly highlights the absurdity of Goku's noble sacrifice, turning it into a hilarious, self-aware moment. However, I've got to give a point to the original DBZ here. The scene just hits harder with its emotional depth and the impact it has on the narrative moving forward. Goku's sacrifice is a major plot point, and the original handles it with the gravity it deserves. My friend, however, thinks Abridged takes the win for its pure entertainment value. He says while the Z version of Goku's sacrifice, holding Raditz so Piccolo could land his attack, was intense, he prefers the Abridged version. To him, it highlights Goku's dim-witted side throughout the series, with Goku asking for a signal that Piccolo, of course, didn't give. Piccolo's struggle to pronounce Makenko Sappo was a funny nod from TFS, poking fun by renaming attack names in English, so point goes to Abridged for him. After their hard-fought battle against Raditz, the group assembles around a gravely injured Goku, who lies on the brink of death.
You can't die! Here, I brought a sensu bean!
I don't think that's gonna work.
Why not?
I sort of have a hole in my esophagus.
Wait, then how are you breathing? Goku? Goku? Holy crap. I'm not the first person to die in this series!
Go on for me. Yeah, sure, buddy, but it's not gonna come to that, okay? You're gonna make it, and that is all there is to it.
No, not this time. I'm too far gone.
Well, don't you worry. We'll find the Dragon Balls and wish you back.
In DBZ Kai, the scene carries a somber and reflective tone. Goku's friends gather in shock and sadness as they all look at a gravely wounded Goku. This is a pivotal scene where Goku's first death is felt deeply by both his friends and the audience. It establishes the cost of the battle and sets up the gravity of Goku's sacrifice, ultimately leading into the next arc where his return is uncertain. On the other hand, Abridged once again approaches this scene with its signature comedic flair. Goku's near-death state is treated with far less emotional weight. Krillin's panic is replaced by comedic commentary, making light of Goku's death in a way that is both irreverent and admittedly funny. The scene, though still reflective of what's happening in the original, flips the emotional script and opts for laughter over sadness. For this one, I'm giving the point to DBZ Kai. The moment feels more impactful, given the seriousness of Goku's death. My friend also likes the Kai version more. He thought the abridged version captures a similar feel with its soundtrack. However, the Z version has a truly touching moment for him when Goku asks Krillin to take care of Gohan, a heartwarming interaction. Abridged Krillin's line, "I am not the first person to die," breaks this moment, losing some of its emotional impact for him. So a point for Kai for him. As the group readies themselves for a confrontation against the Cybermen, Yamcha steps forward to face one, taking Krillin's place in the one-on-one battle.
That's right. Don't worry, guys. We worked ourselves half to death with our training. So I know that as long as we stick together, we'll take on these Saiyans. And we will win!
It's over.
Oh no!
In DBZ, this scene is filled with tension. Yamcha's confidence quickly turns to tragedy as the Cyberman sacrifices itself, leaving Yamcha lifeless on the ground. The suddenness of the moment and the shock on his comrades' faces make this a significant turning point for the Z fighters. In the abridged version, however, Yamcha's explosion happens before the actual fight starts, giving their battle a darkly humorous twist from the outset. His brief moment of overconfidence and attempt at leadership is played as a joke, immediately undercut by his premature demise, which adds a grimly comedic tone to the fight ahead. I give the edge to the original DBZ here. Yamcha's death is pivotal, emphasizing the deadly stakes of the battle with the Saiyans, and underscoring just how high the danger truly is. My friend, however, disagrees. He says in the Z version, Yamcha's struggle with the Cyberman's grip is intense, with the iconic OST heightening the tension. In the abridged version, though, it's all played for laughs, which he loved. Krillin cheers on Yamcha's entrance only for his speech to be abruptly cut off by the Cyberman's sudden attack. No wind-up, just instant comedy. So point goes to the abridged version for him. As the intense battle rages on, the group finds themselves increasingly overwhelmed, prompting Chiaotzu, Tien's close friend, to make a sacrificial decision.
Chiaotzu, you get down from there this instant!
No! I had to do this tension on for all the people of Earth, our friends, and especially you!
But Chiaotzu!
Don't worry! You can just wish me back with the Dragon Balls! Now goodbye, my friend!
That won't work, Chiaotzu! We already wished you back once with the Dragon Balls! We can't do it twice!
Wait, what? I can save you. That's worth dying for.
No! Stop it!
Goodbye, Tien! Remember me!
In DBZ, Chiaotzu's sacrifice is one of the more emotional moments in the Saiyan saga. Unable to match Nappa's strength, he latches onto him in a desperate attempt to self-destruct. Tien's anguish and the somber music add a lot of emotional weight, making Chiaotzu's death a tragic moment. In the abridged version, Chiaotzu's sacrifice feels more like a mistake, as he doesn't realize he can't be brought back. Tien's once dramatic reaction is humorously reduced to him shouting that Chiaotzu can't be wished back. Up to this point, I think this is the most serious the abridged series has been until Chiaotzu's surprised, "Wait, what?" However, I still do prefer the DBZ version. My friend also agrees. He felt that in the original, Chiaotzu's self-sacrifice was a true act of heroism. Knowing he couldn't be wished back, his care for Tien and his friends made the moment deeply moving, especially since we didn't yet know about Namek's Dragon Balls. In his first watch, it felt like a final goodbye to Chiaotzu. In the abridged version, though, Chiaotzu mistakenly thinks he can be wished back. Only after he's already acted does Tien inform him it can't be done twice. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying so far. As Goku and Vegeta fly off to begin their famous standoff, the two exchange words before engaging in one of the most iconic fights in the series.
A perfect place to mark your grave.
Listen, we don't have to do this, you know. If you leave now and promise to never come back, I'll let you go, and we can stop this meaningless bloodshed.
Such tripe! Where's your Saiyan pride, Kakarot? We are proud warriors, bred to fight and conquer. This planet has made you soft.
Are you sure about this? Because even if you're a little sorry,
No, I'm not sorry!
are you absolutely sure you...
Yes, I'm entirely sure! I'm going to obliterate you and the rest of this planet myself with my own two...
Kaioken!
Kyle, what?
Interesting. Of all the places on your planet, you chose this as your grave site. You should feel lucky. Not every low-class warrior gets the chance to spar with a super elite like myself. Not long after Saiyans are born, their skills as a soldier are tested. The scum whose scores are ranked the lowest are sent to the outer worlds. You were cast out like a dog.
Yes, and as a result, I was lucky enough to come here to Earth. I'm grateful for that. Besides, maybe even a lower-class outcast can surpass an elite if he puts his mind to it.
In DBZ Kai, this moment builds anticipation. Vegeta's arrogant confidence contrasts with Goku's calm determination. The dialogue sets the tone for the battle, with Vegeta taunting Goku about his inferior Saiyan status, while Goku remains focused. The music and pacing create tension, making the viewer eager for the clash. This scene serves as a crucial build-up, and Kai really nails it. Definitely one of my favorite interactions between them. In contrast, the abridged version adds a lot of humor for a lot of Goku's responses that didn't hit the mark for me. While the tension is swapped for comedy, the humor feels a bit misplaced in this scene. For this scene, I'll have to give a point to Kai easily here. The build-up to the fight is simply more effective in Kai, where the tension is palpable, and the stakes feel real. Goku and Vegeta's rivalry is at the heart of the series, and this moment captures the weight of that history. However, my friend prefers the abridged version more. The banter between Goku and Vegeta was fun to watch for him and Goku's cluelessness, and Vegeta's growing frustration create hilarious moments, especially with Vegeta constantly worrying every time Goku uses the Kaioken. So a point goes to abridged for him. As the battle intensifies, Goku's weariness becomes palpable while Vegeta's frustration mounts, exacerbated by Goku's strategic use of the Kaioken technique to gain an upper hand. The culmination arrives when the frenzied combat briefly pauses and Vegeta boldly announces his intention to unleash a cataclysmic Galick gun, capable of either obliterating the world or vanquishing Goku.
I will not stand for this! I will not be humiliated by a low-class wretch!
Aw, sounds like somebody's got an ice cream headache.
That's it! Everyone dies! Say goodbye to your planet, Kakarot!
Well, that's not very nice.
Of course not! I'm f***ing evil! Galick gun!
Ooh, did he say garlic? Whoa, man!
This is the end, Kakarot! You don't stand a chance! I put all my power into this attack! Now perish with the rest of your pathetic world!
Kaioken!
No!
Time!
No! No!
No, I will not allow this to stand! I cannot allow this to stand! Your insolence just cost you this world! I'll blow it all to pieces, and there's nothing you can do to stop me!
He's gonna what?
Try to dodge this if you can! You might manage to save yourself, but your precious Earth is doomed! I've gotta risk it! 3 times Kaioken! It's hopeless! There's no way you can stop my Galick gun! Prepare to join this filthy orb in oblivion! Impossible! His blast is exactly like my Galick gun!
In DBZ DBZ Kai, this moment brims with tension and escalating stakes. Vegeta, furious, prepares to unleash the Galick gun, a move so powerful it threatens the entire planet. His voice acting and intensity convey that this moment isn't just about defeating Goku, it's about asserting his superiority as a Saiyan prince. Goku, though exhausted, remains determined, thinking about pushing the Kaioken to dangerous levels to counter Vegeta's attack. The music and pacing add to the scene's urgency, making it feel like a turning point in their battle with the world at stake. In the abridged version, this moment has its comedic twists, but I was surprisingly impressed by the voice acting during the Kamehameha. I also thought Vegeta's "no" while Goku was using Kaioken was a great joke. Overall, this scene works well in the abridged version, but I still have to give the edge to Kai. My friend, however, leans towards the abridged version on this. As the fierce battle draws to a close, Vegeta retreats towards his pod. Krillin, haunted by the memory of the friends Vegeta has killed, steps forward with a determined resolve to end the Saiyan warrior's threat, until Goku intervenes.
Krillin! Wait! Vegeta, are you sorry? If you say you're sorry, Vegeta, then you can leave. If he's sorry, truly sorry, then there's nothing we can do.
I'm sorry. Yep, totally sorry. Yes, I'm very, very, very sorry. But you're all still alive, suckers!
Hey!
Krillin, don't do it!
Whoa, why am I hearing voices and why don't they want me to kill the Saiyan? Goku? That was you, right?
Yeah, it was me. Sorry, but I still can't talk very loud. Please, Krillin, it's over, so stop. Please, just let the Saiyan go!
You've gotta be kidding me! 4 of our friends are dead because of him, and you want to let him get in his spaceship and fly away like nothing ever happened?
I know how strong he is and how much damage he can do. As long as he's alive, nobody on Earth is safe. But you've got to listen to me. This might sound crazy. In fact, I'm sure it does. But just now, when it looked like you were about to kill him, I couldn't help but think it'd be such a waste. After I finished training with King Kai in Otherworld, I thought I'd gotten as strong as I could possibly get. Then I saw Vegeta fight, and he's so much faster, so much more powerful than me. Things he was capable of, it was overwhelming. But I've got to admit, deep down I was pretty excited. Maybe it's because I'm a Saiyan too, but when I see somebody who's that strong, my heart starts racing, because I realize I still have farther to go. It makes me want to train myself even harder, to push myself to their level. Krillin, I know it's wrong, but please, let him go, for me. I need to be able to fight him again someday.
In DBZ Kai, this moment is charged with emotion and moral complexity. Krillin, driven by the memory of his fallen comrades, stands ready to kill Vegeta. Goku, weakened but through his Saiyan nature of loving the thrill of battle, pleads with Krillin to spare Vegeta. The scene is beautifully layered with conflicting emotions: Krillin's rage, Goku's idealism, and Vegeta's vulnerability. The voice acting and pacing heighten the significance of Goku's plea, which ultimately sways Krillin. The abridged version takes this emotional moment and turns it into a comedic beat. Instead of Goku sparing Vegeta to fight him again later, he spares him because he said sorry. I think this parody comes from the Z version of this scene, where Goku spares Vegeta to show him mercy, essentially. I give the point to DBZ Kai. The emotional gravity is essential for the character arcs of both Krillin and Goku, making this a defining moment. My friend also agrees, mentioning that Goku was excited to fight Vegeta, which motivated him to train even harder. That's why Goku asks Krillin to let Vegeta go so he can face him again. In the abridged version, however, Goku just lets him go after Vegeta apologizes. Vegeta defeats Dordoria, who reveals the truth about Frieza destroying Vegeta's home planet.
I was considered the most beautiful and fertile woman on my home planet before Frieza blew it up. He tends to do that also. So now you know the truth, Vegeta. Yes, I do. And now I'm going to start repressing the truth. And the first step is killing you. Wait, you and I, we could team up against Frieza, rule the universe as husband and wife. Repressing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're not going anywhere. But I want you to know, I do this not for my planet, not for my race, but because you thought you could make the Prince of Saiyans a slave to your whim!
In DBZ, Vegeta appears indifferent to the destruction of his planet, but is enraged by the fact that he's been serving those responsible. The scene carries significant weight, emphasizing Vegeta's pride and thirst for revenge. In the abridged version, however, the moment is completely reworked. Instead of focusing on Vegeta learning the truth about his planet, the scene shifts to Dordoria's backstory with a humorous twist about him being a woman. While funny, it detracts from the gravity of Vegeta's realization, which is a crucial moment for his character. For this, I give the point to DBZ. Its exploration of Vegeta's emotions and motivations adds real depth to his character. My friend likes the abridged version more, however. He pointed out that in the original, Vegeta is just a proud Saiyan who's angry because he was Dordoria's and Frieza's slave. But in the abridged version, it's a whole different story. First, Dordoria is reimagined as the most beautiful, fertile woman of her planet, who proposes they team up against Frieza as husband and wife. Vegeta's disgust with the idea fuels his desire to kill her. Additionally, in the abridged series, Vegeta learns about his planet's destruction through space Twitter, which is a funny twist. To him, the death of Dordoria feels kind of flat in the original, but in DBZA, it's far more epic. Vegeta charges toward her with dramatic music building up, while Dordoria pants in fear, trying to escape. The iconic countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 culminates in an explosive blast that sounds like thunder, making her death feel much more intense and cinematic. So a point goes to the abridged version for him. After tricking Frieza and Zarbon into helping him find the Dragon Balls, Vegeta believes he has finally gathered them all, only to discover he was deceived by Gohan.
But how could he have found it? He would have... Wait. That watch wasn't a watch at all! It was some kind of Dragon Ball locator. Which means...
He took the Dragon Ball.
Billy, do you hear that?
I feel that. What the devil is that noise?
Ah, time for a delicious sports drink, huh? What the heck is that?
Purgatory. Hell. Denise? Denise, do you hear that? Oh God, is that my wife? Leave me alone! You already took the kids!
It's just a watch!
That was no watch. It was some kind of Dragon Ball locator. When I find you, I'll kill you! I swear it! You are dead!
In DBZ, Vegeta's reaction is an explosive outburst, but despite the intensity, his rage feels somewhat hollow to me. The scene doesn't fully capture the emotional weight of his shattered pride. In the abridged version, however, Vegeta's meltdown is taken to comedic extremes. His rage is still central, but the scene leans into absurdity, making his rage both hilarious and impactful. His fury reaches out to Goku in space, the afterlife, and even Trunks in the future. It's a brilliantly executed scene that balances humor while still conveying his intense rage. I've got to give the point to the abridged version. It amplifies Vegeta's frustration into comedic brilliance. My friend agrees as well, mentioning how he loves the abridged version here. The background music adds a deep, intense layer, but it's Vegeta's rage that truly stands out. Everyone feels it. His scream is so powerful, it breaks the space-time continuum. Even future Trunks hears it. As Frieza grows desperate, he contacts the Ginyu Force, who make their flamboyant entrance.
Ginyu! Rikum! And together we are...
An evil fish.
Evil Sentai!
Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai.
In DBZ Kai, the Ginyu Force's arrival is dramatic, with them striking goofy poses to a catchy, upbeat tune. In another video comparing DBZ vs Kai, I mentioned how much I enjoy this quirky song because it fits the group so well. The abridged version takes a slightly different approach. The Ginyu Force's introduction is still fun, but it's faster paced with a different song. Both versions are incredibly goofy, and Frieza's reaction says it all, but I still prefer the Kai version. I may be a bit biased, but the song and the longer introductions in Kai just feel like the definitive version to me. That said, my friend prefers the abridged version. Their quick and epic self-introductions with them chanting Toku Sentai add a level of excitement that the Kai version lacked, where the pacing was agonizingly slow. Goku, desperate in his fight against Frieza, unleashes a Kamehameha fueled by Kaioken times 20.
So, any last words, monkey? You know, besides gurgle gurgles.
Yeah! Kaioken!
What?
For Gohan, Chi-Chi, everyone on Earth, and the future of Namek! I am not about to give up! Less than 50% power or not, if I pull off a Kaioken times 20, I at least stand a chance! Kaioken!
In DBZ Kai, the scene is raw and intense, and I love the addition of Goku shouting Kamehameha as he attacks Frieza. The tension is palpable, making it an incredibly gripping moment. In the abridged version, the tension is still there. It's another serious moment in the series, and it's executed well with intense music and fast-paced action that keeps the energy high. While I love the Kai version, I think I'll give the edge to the abridged version on this one. I think they really did a solid job with this scene, so I'll give them props for that. My friend agrees, though he also found it a tough choice. He said the sound design in the abridged version is clearer, which adds to the impact. Plus, the running gag of Kaioken, Kaio what gives it an extra layer of humor. We've arrived at perhaps the most iconic scene in all of anime. Goku transforms into a Super Saiyan against Frieza.
Come on now, give me something funny.
You killed my best friend!
That is pretty funny. Hilarious, actually.
In Kai, this scene is pure adrenaline. The music swells, the skies darken, and Goku's transformation feels like the culmination of every struggle he's faced. Frieza has pushed him too far. He's killed Goku's best friend, nearly destroyed the planet, and now he's about to pay the price. The animation slows as Goku's hair turns golden, his voice trembling with fury and grief. It's a legendary moment marking a shift in Goku's character. He's no longer the carefree warrior, now he's a force of nature. The weight of this scene is undeniable. The abridged version is more similar to the Z version of this scene, but with some comedic moments from Frieza. The pacing of Goku's transformation is faster, but in my opinion, you can't top the official version for the emotional impact of this scene. For this one, I've got to give it to Kai. As for my friend, while he watched the Z version, he still finds it a tough choice, but he prefers the abridged version. He said that while the Super Saiyan transformation in DBZ is iconic, it doesn't feel as epic to him. The thunder, the crashing waves, and Goku's reverberating scream when the transformation completes are what make it his favorite. After transforming, Goku quickly overwhelms Frieza. The baffled tyrant asks Goku, "What are you?" To which Goku delivers his legendary I am speech.
You're different. What happened? What the hell are you?
Can't you tell, Freezer? It's just like Vegeta said.
No, you f***ing don't.
I am the hope of the Omniverse. I am the light bulb in the darkness. I am the bacon in the fridge for all living things that cry out in hunger. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am Son Goku, and I am a super!
Why don't you just stand still and give up?
What's the matter, Frieza? I can't be harder to destroy than a planet, right?
What are you?
You haven't figured it out yet? I'm a proud Saiyan who calls Earth home, and I'm here to defeat you. I am the warrior you've heard of in legends, pure of heart and awakened by fury. That's what I am.
I am the Super Saiyan, Son Goku!
In DBZ Kai, Goku's response is delivered with calm fury. The dialogue emphasizes his embrace of his Saiyan heritage and the unlocking of the Super Saiyan legend. It's grounded in his newfound pride as a Saiyan, reflecting his complex morality and perfectly captures the significance of the Super Saiyan mythos. Goku's iconic I am moment feels earned, transforming his power-up into a declaration of who he truly is. It's a defining moment for his character. In DBZA, Goku's I am speech takes a humorous turn. Instead of the noble declaration, we get a comically exaggerated version where he says things like, "I am the terror that flaps in the night." The speech mocks the grandiose anime monologues, turning it into a parody, though still giving Goku his triumphant moment. It's funny, but for me, it doesn't compare. This one easily goes to Kai. However, my friend prefers the abridged version. He loves Goku's cocky, crooked smile when he declares himself the hope of the Omniverse, especially the shot of him flexing his biceps. The best part for him is when Frieza fires at Goku mid-speech and Goku says, "The OST feels louder and more epic, with environmental blasts and the sound of his aura adding to the intensity." Now, we come to one of my top 3 scenes in this saga. Goku permitting a desperate Frieza to power up fully, while King Kai telepathically pleads with Goku.
No, listen. If you let me power up, I'll give you a pizza.
You killed my best friend, Freezer! That's not gonna work anymore!
2 pizzas.
I said I'm done!
With stuffed crust.
Goku!
Now hear me out, King Kai. If I let him power up to 100% and beat him then, it'll demoralize him. And he'll never threaten anyone again.
Goku, that is retarded.
Stuffed crust, King Kai!
Goku, do you hear me?
I hear you, King Kai. I know all too well this may be my one and only chance to take him down. It's also the only chance I'll ever have to see what he's really made of. I have to fight!
Please think about what you're doing. This isn't a contest.
Krillin can't be brought back to life with the Dragon Balls a second time! And I refuse to take the death of my best friend sitting down! He was a good man, one of the bravest I've ever known! The fate this bastard dealt him was the last thing he deserved!
Before I'm done, he will bleed.
Yes, fine. But there's no sense in waiting for him to reach full power. Think of the others. Think of your son.
They'll be okay. Believe me, they will.
I absolutely love this moment in Kai. The delivery is filled with raw emotion as Goku solemnly honors Krillin's bravery and character before vowing chilling retribution. When I'm done, he'll bleed. this moment is deeply emotional, with Goku's grief-stricken yet controlled tone making his pain personal and impactful, adding weight to his promise of vengeance. In DBZA, however, King Kai's frantic pleading turns into comedy gold. Instead of a noble, powerful moment, we get King Kai losing his mind over Goku's decision to let Frieza power up, because Frieza offered stuffed crust pizza. For me, Kai wins this one, even though the abridged version is hilarious. My friend agrees as well. He points out how Goku is absolutely furious in the original because Frieza killed his best friend, and he wants Frieza to reach his full power. It's a moment of pure, unrestrained anger, and the voice acting really sells Goku's intense emotions. In contrast, the abridged version focuses on Goku trying to demoralize Frieza while making jokes about pizza. After a marathon battle, Goku finally gains the upper hand, openly toying with a depleted Frieza.
I'm done.
What?
I'm done fighting you. I'm bored.
Afraid knowing that this planet only has 1 minute left before it explodes.
Question.
Huh?
Do you have a watch?
No, why?
Do you know what a minute is?
What? Of course I do.
I don't think you do. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now.
Don't just stand there, say something!
Your energy level is decreasing with every blow. In fact, you're not even a challenge to me anymore. Your pride has been torn to shreds. You've challenged and lost to a fighter who is superior to you, and to make it worse, he's just a monkey. Right?
In DBZ, this moment marks a dramatic shift. After what feels like 50 episodes of intense fighting, Goku finally seems to have the upper hand. Frieza's power is fading and his pride has been shattered. This scene is a key turning point, showcasing Goku's clear superiority over Frieza. In DBZA, Goku's toying with Frieza takes on a more lighthearted tone. His casual demeanor, combined with Frieza's increasing confusion, turns the scene into a playful back and forth. The abridged version even pokes fun at the drawn-out nature of their battle, humorously calling attention to how long it seemed compared to how short it really was in universe. For this round, I'm giving the point to DBZ. There's something incredibly satisfying about seeing Goku roast Frieza and give him a taste of his own medicine. My friend, however, preferred the abridged version. He enjoyed how Goku's teasing pushed Frieza to the brink, but also appreciated how it made fun of the infamous planet blowing up in 5 minutes countdown by having Goku humorously question Frieza about the time. Now for Frieza's final arrogant attack.
He's really just leaving me here. He gave me his energy and left me. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should change. Maybe this is my second and last chance. Maybe I was wrong. Nah.
Oh, dang it, Frieza, now I have to give you more.
Lord Frieza, none surpass me. No one even comes close. Etch this into your skull. I am Emperor of the Universe. The likes of you are only fit to grovel at my feet. Or better still, to die. In disgrace at the hands of your master. You fool!
In Kai, Frieza, cornered and desperate, unleashes one final attack, clinging to his pride and refusing to accept defeat. Despite knowing he's outmatched, his arrogance fuels his last-ditch effort to stand tall. Goku's "you fool" is delivered perfectly, making the moment all the more impactful. In the abridged, the scene takes a comedic turn. After Goku gives Frieza energy, the abridged version has Frieza reflect on his options, ultimately deciding with a casual, "nah, not to change." It's a funny moment that plays on what Frieza should have done but didn't. Still, I have to give this one to Kai. The weight and emotional intensity of the scene are just too iconic to overlook. My friend agrees, so he's giving the point to Kai as well. Now we enter the Cell Saga, where I think the quality of the abridged version really excels, starting with Trunks telling Frieza he's a Super Saiyan.
Because if it's a Super Saiyan you're looking for, I can fill the part.
What? It's like a 5-year-old trying to play police officer.
Or like how you play Pretty Pink Princess.
Daddy, not in front of the malcontent.
But it's so cute when you do it.
I haven't done that since I was 8. My quinceañera. What?
Zones!
That's...
Those eyes, they're the same as pizza.
You don't have enough time.
Really? Clearing out the planet before the Super Saiyan gets back shouldn't take the likes of me more than an hour or two.
Wrong again. Hey, Frieza, you want to hear a secret? I happen to know that Goku isn't the only Super Saiyan. Matter of fact, you're looking at one.
What? No, not again.
What's going on?
In Kai, this is one of the most chilling moments. The mysterious character calmly reveals that he's a Super Saiyan. Frieza, already shaken from his defeat by Goku, is thrown into disbelief. Trunks' calm confidence contrasts perfectly with Frieza's growing fear, creating an iconic setup for the showdown. In the abridged version, Trunks' calm confidence is still there, but the scene adds a comedic twist. Instead of building dramatic tension, it undercuts Frieza's reaction with lighthearted dialogue, including lines about him playing princess. It's funny, but for me, Kai's version stands out. So point to Kai for me. The tension, build-up, and contrast between Trunks' calm demeanor and Frieza's fear make this moment unforgettable. However, my friend prefers the abridged version. He finds Trunks' cocky attitude hilarious and loves the added detail of Mecha Frieza glitching occasionally. As Goku fights the android, it quickly becomes apparent that he's exhausted. Things worsen as the heart virus takes hold, and the android dominates Goku. Just when hope seems lost, Vegeta steps in with a dramatic entrance.
Quite the cutting-edge piece of tech you got there. But I'm curious. Can it feel fear?
Scanning. Processing. Results inconclusive.
Let's fix that, shall we?
Seriously? What the f*** is Namek?
It's easy enough to tell from the few moves I've seen that all anyone need do is avoid the node on your palm.
You see, my knowledge of your combat skills is exhaustive.
Funny, I seem to recall Kakarot being fed the same exact line right before he transformed. The distinct look on your faces when he went Super Saiyan didn't exactly inspire confidence. I am curious. Are androids capable of feeling anything akin to real fear? This one too?
In Kai, this scene really lands. Goku, usually the unbreakable hero, is brought low by the heart virus, and the tension mounts as he loses ground. Just when it seems all hope is gone, Vegeta arrives, and the music swells to match the moment. His entrance is epic, contrasting Goku's collapse with Vegeta's bold confidence as he confronts the android that just overpowered Goku. Vegeta's appearance instantly shifts the energy, and his absolute confidence makes it clear that he's on a whole new level. As a reveal, this scene is incredibly impactful. The abridged version keeps the grandeur of Vegeta's entrance but layers in humor with Vegeta and Android 19 exchanging roasts. The extra lines from Dr. Gero also add to the fun. I think the abridged team did a great job with this scene, but for the dramatic reveal, Kai's intensity is hard to beat. For me, the point goes to Kai. My friend, however, favors the abridged version. He loves Vegeta's flashy entrance, bursting into the fight with "mine, mine, mine" as he smashes Android 19, a hilarious twist on Vegeta's usual serious persona. The robotic personality of Android 19 just fuels Vegeta's insults as he mocks it for lacking fear, then shocks everyone by transforming into a Super Saiyan. In my friend's words, Vegeta's heart in this scene is pure, unfiltered badassery. Next up, we have one of Vegeta's most iconic moments, the "you do really feel fear" line and the Big Bang attack.
Proximity breached. Track.exe activated.
Yes, that's it, 19. Do not let go of him, no matter what. Drain him until he's a shriveled up prune of a corpse.
Parameters recognized. Grip locked.
How's about I get a workout in? That's right. I'm gonna do squats all over your face.
Initiating. Energy. Drain.
Aw, how adorable. So you want my energy then? Tell you what, take as much as you want. I'll take your hands, too.
Error.
So then, before I put down the clown, let's put it to bed, shall we? Do you feel fear, android?
No, please. Get away. Leave me alone.
All I needed to hear.
No.
1. Big Bang attack!
No.
I have you now, and I won't let you go until your energy is completely drained.
Focus on keeping your grip. Fascinating. So you really do absorb energy through your hands. Then you add what you steal to your own stockpile of reserve strength.
You cannot escape.
Yes, keep that grip for all you're worth. Don't let go! Odd reaction for an android. So you really do feel fear. What's he doing? Feast your eyes on Super Vegeta's Big Bang attack!
In DBZ Kai, this scene establishes Vegeta as one of the series' coolest characters. He utterly humiliates Android 19 before delivering the chilling line, "So you really do feel fear." It's a perfect Vegeta moment, proud, menacing, and a bit terrifying. The build-up to his Big Bang attack is incredible, with the camera fixating on Vegeta's calm expression as the android panics. The attack itself is devastating, and the eerie silence that follows really drives home Vegeta's newfound power. This scene solidifies his transformation into a Super Saiyan as one of his most iconic moments. In the abridged version, the intensity remains, but with a twist of humor. Vegeta's line, "Do you feel fear, android?" is still impactful, but it's paired with abridged, signature comedic edge, especially as Android 19 becomes more of a gag character here. The Big Bang attack is executed well, though not quite with the same gravity as Kai's version. The abridged series keeps Vegeta's overwhelming strength and confidence as the focus, balancing it with humor as Android 19 tries to run away, responding with his robotic voice in fear. For me, Kai's version takes the win. While abridged captures Vegeta's strength, Kai's version feels more dramatic and intense. However, my friend prefers abridged's take, saying that Vegeta's countdown as he attacks and his playful demeanor as a Super Saiyan added a surprising layer to the character. He especially enjoys Android 19's robotic meltdown and Vegeta's echoing voice as he shouts "Big Bang attack" before obliterating the android. Next, Cell spills his plan to absorb androids 17 and 18.
Listen, I've obviously lost this fight. Without my arm, I'm finished.
Wait, can't you regrow your...
Shut up, Nail, he's doing a thing.
Submission. A second favorite to futile resistance.
But before you finish me off, how about you tell me everything about you?
Oh, well...
Unless you don't have anything important to say.
No, it's just... You're the first person to ask me who or what. Normally they just ask, why?
Can't keep my balance in a battle stance. Not after what you just did to me. I don't have a chance in hell of beating you now.
You know
me to your collection. You're at least gonna tell me this. What sort of abomination are you? You've got Goku's and Frieza's, all of our energies, even the Kamehameha.
very well. I will tell you before I feed. I am Cell.
In Kai, Cell's explanation has a chilling effect. His voice is cold and calculating as he unveils everything about himself to Piccolo, and the ominous tone of the scene ramps up the tension, leaving no doubt that Cell is a dire threat. However, it does make you wonder why he'd reveal so much to Piccolo. Telling your enemy your entire plan isn't exactly a strategic move. The abridged version plays on this perfectly. It pokes fun at Cell's odd decision to reveal his plan, adding humor and speeding up the pacing for a more engaging scene. Piccolo's internal dialogue with Kami and Nail also stands out as a clever addition, and it's one of the series' best comedic elements. For me, the abridged version wins here. While Kai's original scene is dark and ominous, abridged adds a playful twist that makes Cell's reveal feel even more entertaining and self-aware. Plus, the humor around Piccolo's internal dialogue brings a fresh dynamic. My friend, however, prefers Kai's take. He points out that Kai's cliffhanger ending as Cell is about to reveal his plan adds suspense. For him, the visual of Cell recounting how he stole Future Trunks' time machine to arrive in the past felt even more terrifying. After one of the most intense and best fights in this saga with Android 17, a battered Piccolo stares down a new threat: Cell. The insect-like android has arrived to absorb 17 and 18 to achieve his perfect form. As Cell attacks the new androids, Piccolo desperately launches himself into action to stop this new menace.
I think I got one. Really? Since when? About now-ish.
Nope.
Light grenade!
That's it. Come on, Piccolo. You can do this. All right. Steady now. Steady as she goes. This one's for Gohan and Goku.
In Kai, Piccolo's desperation is gripping, even though he's drained and outmatched after his earlier battle. He still musters his strength to charge a beam against Cell, determined to prevent him from reaching his dark objective. The scene is tense and emotional, with Piccolo putting everything on the line. In the abridged version, the intensity is still there, but with the added humor and commentary from Nail and Kami, which adds a sense of liveliness. The quick banter in Piccolo's mind and a few extra lines from the androids make the moment feel more dynamic and engaging. For me, abridged wins this one. It strikes a great balance, keeping the drama but injecting energy with the extra dialogue. My friend agrees too, saying that while the original version drags a bit, abridged tightens it up and makes it more impactful. He loves the inner dialogues between Piccolo, Nail, and Kami, finding them to be some of the best additions to the series as well. One of my absolute favorite scenes from the abridged series, and one I had to go back and add to this list, is Tien's tri-beam attack against Cell.
With your power level, you're no android, you're no Namekian, and you're certainly no Super Saiyan.
Yeah? Well, you know what? Power levels! Super Saiyans! And you! Shin Piccolo!
Oh, that's Dordoria. Really? You must be joking. What do you think you can do?
This tri-beam!
I'll keep it brief. Abridged gets the point here. This scene is just exceptional for me in the abridged version, capturing both Tien's fierce determination and the perfect mix of humor and drama that TFS does so well. Now we have Perfect Cell's official introduction.
E is for priceless, the look upon your faces. E is for extinction, all your puny races. R for revolution, which will be televised. F is for how f***ed you are. Now allow me to reprise. E is for eccentric, just listen to my song. C is for completion that I've waited for so long. T is for the terror upon you I'll bestow. And I'd like to say,
In DBZ, Cell's introduction is a masterclass in building tension. The slow reveal of his insect-like form, combined with his unsettling calm, is utterly chilling. The atmosphere is thick with dread, and Cell's unnervingly composed demeanor drives home just how dangerous he truly is. The abridged version, however, takes a humorous yet grandiose approach to Cell's entrance. The eerie vibe is still there, but it's elevated with a musical number that somehow makes him feel even more menacing. Cell's transformation, paired with his chillingly charismatic singing, makes this moment unforgettable. It's the perfect setup for a perfect villain. This one easily goes to the abridged version for me. My friend feels the same. He loves how the abridged version nails the introduction. For him, the choir-backed transformation feels truly epic, and Cell's musical number left a huge impression, especially when Cell sings lines like, P is for priceless, the look upon your faces. Cell, reaching his perfected form, takes on and truly humbles the proud prince. Humiliated and enraged, Vegeta decides to unleash his ultimate attack, the Final Flash.
oh, that's much better. I can actually feel that.
In their moments, all you'll be feeling is oblivion!
That or disappointment. Go ahead. Flip that coin.
Father! Your pride isn't worth destroying the planet! Come on!
Way past the bargaining stage here.
Final Flash!
Oh, how cute. He named it. Oh, shit!
Taken for granted the powers of a true Saiyan warrior! Now, if you really want to test your strength, stay right where you are!
You're going to destroy the whole planet, Father! You've got to stop it! Trunks, let's go!
Final Flash! Oh shit!
In DBZ, DBZ, this scene is a defining moment for Vegeta after being humiliated and outclassed by Cell. The proud Saiyan Prince channels all his anger and frustration into one of his most iconic attacks, the Final Flash. The buildup is intense with energy crackling around him and the sheer focus in his eyes. The silence before the blast and the overwhelming power of the attack make it one of the most jaw-dropping moments of the saga, showcasing Vegeta's relentless pride and fury. In the abridged version, the Final Flash remains equally epic, but with its signature humor. While the intensity is still there, Vegeta's dramatic buildup is paired with some hilarious, over-the-top dialogue. Meanwhile, Cell's cocky demeanor turns to comedic horror as he realizes just how devastating Vegeta's attack really is. For me, the Z version will always hold up as the definitive Final Flash, especially with its raw intensity and awe-inspiring visuals. However, my friend prefers the abridged version. He points out that Vegeta's pride being shattered by Cell and Cell's teasing only makes the Final Flash moment even better for him. What really elevates it, though, is the Final Flash theme song in the abridged version, which, according to him, adds an extra layer of excitement that was missing in the original. When the attack lands, even Cell feels the impact. As the battle between Goku and Cell intensifies, it becomes clear this is the ultimate showdown. The two trade earth-shattering blows, fighting at a level beyond Super Saiyan. Realizing he must end this now, Goku begins charging a Kamehameha aimed right at Cell and the Earth.
Ooh, you think he's going for a solar flare? That's not how the solar flare works.
He can't be serious.
Getting dad flashbacks here.
I see! Yes, Goku! You're absolutely right! This is the only way it can end! This tournament, these fools, this planet, they mean nothing to men like you and I. We will go out together in a ball of molten rock and death! Goku now! Yes! Oh. Rapaskin!
Say, guys, any idea what he's planning up there? Cause it sure looks like...
A Kamehameha! No, Goku! What are you thinking? You know what will happen if you fire a blast like that?
You're just posturing, aren't you? You're obviously not gonna launch an attack that would risk destroying the entire planet.
He's just bluffing, yeah. That's gotta be it. He's just buying some time to catch his breath or something, I'm sure.
What? Seriously?
He's really gonna do it.
No, you wouldn't dare!
In DBZ Kai, the Kamehameha scene is filled with high tension and suspense. Goku, fully aware of the immense power Cell possesses, prepares to launch a powerful Kamehameha. The silence as Goku aims at both Cell and the planet below is gripping, and the entire scene builds to a thrilling climax. Everyone, including Cell, is left stunned by the audacity of Goku's plan. When Goku finally teleports to Cell and fires the blast, it's an epic moment, enhanced by great voice acting that really brings the intensity to life. In the abridged version, the scene takes a slightly different turn. Instead of Cell being caught off guard like everyone else, there's a strange yet funny dynamic between him and Goku in the series, and we see it in this scene. Cell, almost encouraging Goku to fire the blast, comically accepts the possibility of everyone being wiped out. The humor adds a unique twist to the otherwise intense moment. While both versions are great, I'm giving the point to the abridged version. The mix of humor and tension in this scene makes it stand out in a way that's fresh and fun, while still delivering on the seriousness of the moment. The voice acting in the abridged version is also top-notch. My friend agrees with me, adding that the interactions between the characters like Trunks referencing his dad's Final Flash help make the scene even better. He also loves how Cell is ecstatic, thinking Goku's about to blow up the planet. The background music also adds to the moment, slowly building the tension until the final blast, which really draws us to the edge of our seats. With Gohan reluctant to unleash his full power, the head of Android 16 rolls in to speak to the boy. Though just a disembodied head now, 16 implores Gohan to let go of his restraints and embrace his anger.
What do you...
Grow up.
Huh?
You act like you are the only one suffering. But I believe that Trunks has some stories for you, and I can assume they all end with, and then he died too. And before you start whining about your father, again, and I get it, take a moment to consider that my father made me a soulless killing machine to kill your father. And that doesn't even come close to the complete tragedy of fatherhood that is Vegeta. You think you're better than everyone else, but there you stand, the good man doing nothing. And while evil triumphs and your rigid pacifism crumbles into blood-stained dust, the only victory afforded to you is that you stuck true to your guns. You were a coward to your last whimper. Gohan, stop holding back. And hey, if we do make it out of this, please pick up my head and beat your father to death with...
Gohan, let it go. A sin to fight for the right cause. There are those who words alone will not reach. Cell is such a being. I know how you feel, Gohan. You are gentle. You do not like to hurt. I know because I too have learned these feelings. But it is because you cherish life that you must protect it.
Ugh. This sentimental downpour is killing me. It's so nice of you to help, 16, but I plan on doing this my way.
Please, drop your restraints. Protect the life I loved. You have the strength. My scanners sensed it. Just let it go.
In DBZ, this scene is one of the most emotional moments in the Cell Saga. Android 16, despite being a machine, delivers a heartfelt plea to Gohan, urging him to cherish life and fight for what's truly important. His words hit hard, especially when he encourages Gohan to let his anger loose. The soft-spoken android's final message to Gohan is haunting, and the somber music playing in the background adds to the gravity of the moment. It's a turning point for Gohan where his inner conflict dissolves and he finally taps into his true potential. In the abridged version, Android 16's speech is equally poignant, but it's also infused with humor. While his message to Gohan still carries emotional weight, the abridged version adds clever dialogue that lightens the mood while still maintaining the heart of the scene. The combination of humor and sincerity makes this moment both touching and memorable. This one's a tough call, but I'm going to give the point to the abridged version. It's slightly more entertaining while still delivering that crucial wake-up call to Gohan. My friend agrees with me, adding that it's hard to choose, but the abridged version stands out. He points out that while the original version simply tells Gohan to let go of his doubts and fight, the abridged version deepens their conversation. In it, Android 16 urges Gohan to grow up, reminding him that he's not the only one suffering. He criticizes Gohan for whining about his father, telling him it's cowardly to be the strongest and not act when evil triumphs. The conversation feels longer but never drags, with every word landing, especially as we feel Gohan's transformation alongside the beautiful background score. And now we reach one of the most iconic transformations in anime. Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2.
Yet another fighter you could have saved.
16, you love life.
You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
It is a secret we have known before Gohan could even form words in his mouth. Through fights with Raditz, Galick Jr., the Ginyu Force, and even Frieza, we've caught glimpses of the child's explosive power. But like an explosion, it always vanished with the moment. It couldn't be controlled. Until now. At last, the beastly power has been harnessed. Gohan has awoken. Now Cell will battle a warrior 11 years in the making on the next Dragon Ball Z.
In DBZ, this is arguably the second most iconic transformation in the series, and personally, my favorite. Watching Gohan grow over the years and finally transform is incredibly satisfying. Everything about this moment is amazing. The only nitpick I have with the Z version, which isn't an issue in Kai, is the inner dialogue. It's not bad, but it feels somewhat unnecessary to me. That said, I still love the line, and I won't watch this anymore. It's iconic. In the abridged version, the transformation is just as impactful, with the music choice actually feeling a bit better in my opinion. The emotional buildup is preserved, and they also remove the inner dialogue, just like Kai did. While the scream might not be as powerful as in the original Z, it's still really effective. It might sound crazy, but I slightly prefer the abridged version, mainly because of the music. My friend agrees with me, and he says that Team 4-Star truly made this scene both beautiful and emotional. He mentions that in the original, Gohan's inner monologue was a bit plain, but in the abridged version, with the song playing, really elevates the moment. As Gohan's rage builds up and he snaps into Super Saiyan 2, it feels like a masterful moment in the series. At that point, Dragon Ball Abridged wasn't just a fan-made parody, it became an essential part of the Dragon Ball experience for him. The episode was one of the most anticipated, and they absolutely nailed it. Drunk on his new Super Saiyan 2 power, Gohan arrogantly drags out the fight instead of finishing Cell off quickly like Goku warned him to. This proves to be a fatal mistake, as a desperate Cell triggers his self-destruct sequence, planning to blow himself and the planet up. With the world on the brink of oblivion, Goku makes a heart-wrenching decision.
Well, I guess I should go clean up my mess, huh?
Goku?
All of you? Take it easy. Huh? Hey, son.
Dad?
What are you... I'm sorry. Fighting is... well, it makes me happy. And I just thought it would make you happy, too. I want you to know that that year we spent in the time chamber was the best year of my life. Take care of your mom.
Hold on, are you?
I'm proud of you, Gohan. Bye, son.
Know that look?
Sorry. I've thought this over, guys. And any way you slice it, there's only one surefire way to save Earth. Goodbye, my friends.
Goodbye? You're not thinking...
I'm really proud of you, son.
Dad, what are you...
You listen to your mom and keep hitting those books, okay? Tell her I'm sorry, but I'm not going to make it home this time. Goodbye, Gohan.
In Kai, this scene is one of the most emotionally charged moments in the entire saga, and honestly, in the franchise for me. Gohan's hubris is painfully evident as he plays with his new power, ignoring Goku's advice to end the battle quickly. When the realization hits that Goku must sacrifice himself to save the world, it feels like time stands still. The music slows, Goku shares a brief but emotional farewell with Gohan and the others, and without hesitation, he teleports away, taking Cell with him. It's gut-wrenching, capturing Goku's selflessness as he pays the ultimate price to save everyone. In the abridged version, the scene is essentially the same, but with some different elements. In the abridged series, Goku is depicted as a bad father, so his sacrifice feels more like an apology to Gohan, for his failings as a father and for being wrong about Gohan's desire to fight. This moment is elevated because, at least to my knowledge, this was the last saga that Team 4-Star produced, up until recently. With that context, this is Gohan's last moment speaking with his father face to face, adding extra emotional weight to the scene. For me, Kai takes this round, but the abridged version is still very emotional and impactful. My friend, however, picks the abridged version. He says it feels even more emotional, especially with Goku's line, "I guess I should clean up my mess, huh?" which brought him to tears. The conversation between Goku and Gohan about spending a year together in the time chamber being the best year of Goku's life was especially poignant, given how often Goku was absent from Gohan's life. The last moment between father and son is really heart-wrenching. As the epic beam struggle between Gohan and Cell intensifies, Goku, speaking from beyond, encourages Gohan to unleash his full power and push back.
I don't think I can do this! He's so much stronger and it's all my fault! Gohan, I want to tell you that if you don't do this, Piccolo is gonna die. Your mom's gonna die. Everyone is gonna die. But before all that, if you don't do this, you're gonna die. You're better than him! You're better than me!
Whoa, Nelly!
See? I'm not even close to that strong yet. You are more than just my son. You are Son Gohan. Now plant your feet, grit your teeth, and eat that horse!
What's wrong? There's way more power in you! Why are you holding back?
I'm not! This is all I've got!
Stop doubting yourself! I don't know where you got it in your head that you're weak, but you're wrong! You saved my life and our friend's life so many times, and you're going to do it again! Right now!
What are you whimpering about over there, huh?
Hang in there, Gohan!
In Kai, this scene is all about Gohan finding the strength within himself. With Cell seemingly on the verge of victory, Gohan struggles to keep up. But then, Goku's voice cuts through the chaos, giving his son the encouragement he needs. Goku's words, filled with love and belief in Gohan's potential, serve as the turning point. The music swells, making it such a bittersweet moment, especially as Gohan doubts himself and calls himself a crybaby. But Goku instills the confidence Gohan needs to overcome Cell. In the abridged version, the scene is very similar to the original, with some dialogue changes and callbacks to earlier moments in the series. I especially like the part where Goku tells Gohan to plant your feet, grit your teeth, and eat the horse. However, this round goes to Kai for me. The emotional intensity of Goku guiding Gohan through the beam struggle is a key moment in the original series, and its impact is undeniable. My friend agrees, though. He says that Goku's encouragement to put everything into his Kamehameha feels more epic in the abridged version, saying it builds up perfectly as Goku's image appears behind Gohan, clashing with Cell's solar system-shattering Kamehameha. He feels Goku is genuinely proud of his son, and with a little help from Vegeta, Gohan succeeds in blowing up Cell. Finally, we come to the end of the saga, Cell's ultimate defeat.
No. Take solace, Gohan. Though you have fought alone, you will not die alone. That is my last gift to you, a perfect death! Oh, shit.
Do it now!
Oh, and now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear. I've lived a life that's full. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. But through it all, I took the blows and did it my
Remember all the pain he's caused and the people he's hurt. Use your anger. Let your power explode. Say hi to Dad. Vegeta,
DBZ Kai, Cell's death is a triumphant moment. After everything the heroes have endured, Gohan's final Kamehameha wipes out Cell in a spectacular display of power. The music swells to a crescendo as Cell's body disintegrates, and Gohan stands victorious but exhausted. The animation beautifully captures the scale of Cell's destruction, and the moment feels like a cathartic end to a long and grueling battle. The sense of relief and victory is palpable as the nightmare of Cell's rampage finally comes to a close. However, I'll say the abridged version does this scene so well. Again, they use music to highlight Cell's highs and lows throughout the saga with the song My Way. It's a genius decision in my opinion, and it makes the feeling of triumph even more powerful while also giving Cell a fitting send-off. I'm giving the point to the abridged version. My friend also prefers the abridged version. He said that when he first saw this scene, he couldn't stop smiling and got goosebumps. He never expected a fan-made parody to outdo the original in terms of epicness. He also mentioned how much he appreciated how the abridged series handled Cell's character. He particularly loves the moment when Cell sings Frank Sinatra's My Way, as his life flashes before his eyes. He said that Gohan walking slowly and blasting his Kamehameha with the energy flowing through his hair makes the scene even more dramatic, and the song really adds to the intensity. He also mentioned how satisfying it was to see Gohan obliterate every single cell of Cell so that he couldn't regenerate again. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you like the comparison format of this video, check out this playlist where I compared Dragon Ball Z to Kai. See you there.